What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, RedoptionAgency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. Oh, no puppies. I took the second bed up to my office so Vern can lay in there with me since I'm there most of the day. And right now they're in the living room. They're not whining to come down the steps, so they are accustomed to not coming down here now. But he's still going, still kicking. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen the pictures. I try to post a couple pictures every day. So, yeah. If you want to see Vern, check out my Facebook. Link will be below if you're on YouTube watching this. Well, pretty good sales this weekend. Not bad at all. Kept flowing. There was a couple of the days, like 5 p.m., it seems the sales cut off. The one day it seemed to cut off, but it only cut off for like an hour and then came back on. Like last night it did not. And then between it was weird times last night, between 10 and 2 a.m. is when nothing came through. So very odd shift in time where normally it's like 12 to 7 or something like that Central Time. And to have it at 10 to 2, it's more like 8 to midnight California time. So that was very odd. But still good sales overall. A lot of different stuff as you're going to see in this video, including 101 Dalmatians sold. That sold for $45, headed out to California. So I will pack that up later today because they just paid this morning. So, but got a lot of various different stuff, oddball shaped items, golf club and stuff. So we'll get into that. But yeah, yesterday, a little over 800. Said it was a very kind of disappointing after 5 o'clock. Because up until 5 o'clock, I think I had like 712. So I only did 100 after 5 o'clock until like 2 a.m. So not sure what happened there. So that day could have been a lot better. We're going on 10 a.m. this morning, already at 2:29. But a lot of that might be the 101 Dalmatians stand-up, 45 plus shipping. Shipping is probably $30-something on that. We got 870 the day before, 881. So we're getting over that 800 average mark, which is good consistently. So that is good to see. It does feel like, at least within the past couple of weeks, there was those couple of days where it seemed like everything went wrong on the eBay website. But for the most part, overall, it feels like the things that are been causing a lot of headaches are becoming more consistently fixed. I'm hoping. Hopefully it's not, that's what it appears like. So if we keep going in that direction, everything will be fine. It's hard to tell how bad, like, say, the economy is and things like that if you don't have a 100% functioning website to sell on. I'm not sure what they're barking at. I'm going to have to run upstairs and see. So it's very hard to gauge, how things are. February is normally my biggest month of the year when it comes to sales. So we'll see how this month goes. Hopefully it will increase because right now I'm still about 10% down from last month. So we got a couple more days left in this month, today and tomorrow. So, but if all signs point to what's been going on for at least the last week and a half, things are going in the positive direction with the eBay website. Since drafts haven't deleted for me in about a week and a half, thankfully, I'm going to give that other way I wanted to do it a shot where I'm making a quick draft for every item that comes in. So I got a quick draft. And I'm trying to do it another way also where I might take the picture on that quick draft before I finish it off. Just trying to, get a different routine that I've always wanted to do, but also make sure it's something I can do quick and easy and still get 200. I'm looking to get more than 200 up consistently on a daily basis. So always trying to find that little bit of edge that's going to get me where I could list 300 items a day by myself. So that's what I'm always trying to find, is another little sweet spot to move into to make it a little bit quicker. So, but don't think there's anything else right off the bat. And so let's get into some of this stuff and see what's sold. Yeah, nice mix of different items. So let's go. And you know what's odd? There's like 3 pieces of media in all this. And what I see, one hat I pulled. So very odd. But like I said, overnight sales were just definitely, something was off. My sale did end yesterday, so I decided just to leave it off overnight, because Sunday night into Monday is usually weird anyway. It always seems like they shut down and do some maintenance with a server. So I'm like, I'm just going to leave it off anyway. I started them back up this morning, went a little bit down, less on the percentage on some of the stuff. And then also too, a lot of the stuff's already been shipped. It's upstairs waiting to go to the post office, but doing the buy 2, get 1 free. I started doing that on my 555 items, and I had a couple of good size orders. So far so good on that front. So it's helping keeping the organic sales up. So I'm not paying that extra promoted, because I'm not promoting those at all. And that's another thing too, is even with, let me go to traffic. Even with not promoting that 13,000 items, we were going to watch over time, and I'm still getting the same amount of page views, even though I am not I'm promoting 13,000 less items. And even the impressions, 1.8 million impressions yesterday. So, but here's the positive thing, where I'm getting the more organic sales, so I'll be paying less of percentage, to eBay. So more in my pocket, basically, at the end of the day. So always want to go there. So always looking for those little tweaks here and there to, change things up. These are what I'm not happy with right there. But that could also be because I am doing, I'm not promoting 13,000. I'm promoting 13,000 less items. So I might not be getting those top spots in, say, a $5 cassette, which is no big deal. So those numbers I got to kind of take with, kind of take a little differently. Let's kind of look at the month as a whole. I guess we can do that. So at the end, down 26. Let's go with like the last week and see if that difference is there. So yeah, that difference there is within the last week. So that will indicate it's probably going to be the fact that I'm promoting less items. So that's why those numbers are down. So impressions overall is down 10%. So not bad for promoting a lot less items. So not bad at all. So just kind of, take it as it comes, see how it goes. But my dollar amount's more consistent over the last, say, 4 days, been exactly where it should be. And we're already starting off good today. So just got to keep that rolling and find a better sweet spot so I can list 300 items a day. But anyway, I had bought 2 of these, I think, at the Honey Hole for like $2, which I haven't been at the Honey Hole for what, 2.5, 3 months? Yeah, I've been stinking there, sucking. Sold for $20, headed to Ashland, Massachusetts. And if you're new to my videos, the prices I give do not include the shipping that I do charge. So, next up, we got this from my personal collection. I don't know if I talked about this or not. I went ahead and there's some stuff in my office as I'm redoing things. When I come across personal things, I made a category in my store called personal items. And if somebody wants it more than me, they can buy it. So everything in there is pretty much overpriced because it's in my personal collection displayed in my office. But anything I have is for sale. You want to buy my Porsche? So this was in my personal collection. They sent an offer for $35, and I went ahead and took it. I'm like, yeah, I can part with this for 35 bucks. I've had it forever, and I've got 3 other different styles. So, love my Motley Crue, as you all should know by now. So 35 bucks plus shipping, going to Mount Airy, Maryland. So I had someone threaten me with negative feedback today, and I'll let you know what happened here, just so if it happens to you, you can get it taken care of. But they sent me an email saying they had to pay custom fees for their item, and so they paid like $9 extra because of custom fees. So they wanted me to refund them the custom fees, and you do not have to refund custom fees. Custom fees has nothing to do with you. A lot of times they pay now VAT on eBay before it gets sent there to some countries. That's in order so they don't have to pay custom fees. But I guess apparently this product or this country didn't, so he had to pay custom fees. So he threatened to leave negative. If that does happen, you can get a hold of eBay and they will take care of that. Even if they don't say anything in the feedback about custom fees, being the fact that they sent an email stating that it's about custom fees, they'll remove that feedback for you. So shouldn't have no problem. So not worried about that one. Last time Jan went over to the bins, she was happy she found that. She used to collect Longaberger, and we got a bunch of it in the kitchen. And it doesn't sell like it used to, but we still just grab it when we find it because it'll still sell. And some of the wrought iron, if you remember, I sold the wrought iron coffee mug holder thing a couple weeks ago for some decent money. So she picked this up at the bins, and it sold for $14.50. Headed to Sammamish, Washington. Sammamish, Washington. Alrighty, next up we got this Air Jordan slot wall display. Put shoes on. Got these from a local retail store here that I used to sell stuff on consignment for him, and he would give me a bunch of stuff. So I have probably like 40 of these. I had them up listed at one time, and they never sold then. So they've been in storage, so I put them up, and I sold a couple of them this weekend. So this one sold for $25, headed to Middleton, Maryland. Or Middletown, Maryland, I should say. Are you ready for a patch lot? Yeah. All right, get these things out of the way before they're winding up all over the place. So, quite a while ago, several many years ago, who knows how many, I bought like 2 totes of Cub Scout, Boy Scout patches over at the bins. And so I come across them and started listing them. So I got these Pinewood Derby ones. I put them in lots of 10. So I probably have like, I think 30 to 50 lots of each. So I bought I've got like some of these I got over 500 of. So I put them in lots of 10. And they're selling for almost $1 a piece. So he bought 4 different lots and sold for $38. Headed to Salem, Oregon. So we got the second of the Jordan slot wall display piece. Sold for $32, headed to Lakeville, Minnesota. Next up, we got some flash work from when I used to do tattoos. And I don't think I did any on this page. Oh, yes, I did. I had done that one. I did give that tattoo. I think that was the only one. All right, and this sold for $8, headed to Pensacola, Florida. All right, Columbia Performance Fishing Gear hat sold for $9, headed to Indianapolis, Indiana. All right, Rumley Engineering hat sold for $8, headed to Reidsville, North Carolina. All right, we got a Patriots felt banner. I don't remember if this is part of the one yard sailing in a Porsche video that I did early last summer, because I don't think any of those were in plastic. So this may have been like a bins find or came from storage. Either way, sold for $8, headed to Mechanicsville, Virginia. All right, he finally got a bunch of toys listed that I had sitting in my office. Bunch of Transformers. So Sky Shadow, Transformer, and my page just went blank. So refresh. I think he sold for $37. And he's going up to Canada. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut this down, relog in. All right, I got this vintage toy here, Rhythm Train. Pretty cool piece. Been in the store for quite a while. Bought it at the Honey Hole a while ago for like $3. $3 or $4, something like that. But very nice condition, everything, even the box. So that sold for $31.50. Headed to San Marcos, Texas. All right, 4 Freshman 45 record. Sold for $6.30. Headed to Benningtonville, Virginia. All right, so this is the last piece I have to get out today, and so we'll go over everything real quick here. So this is a GX7 golf club. Don't really find too many golf clubs. Got this at the Honey Hole because there's always so many people at the Honey Hole who look for these. So I got there at the right time and grabbed 2 decent clubs. And I'm not big on knowing too much about them, so I always have to look them up. But when they look like, you know, they're newer and they have a nice, you know, graphite, I think it is, like thing going on, and they look good condition, I'll look them up. Sold for $42 on that. That record went to Bentonville. I don't know what I said, but I don't think I said Bentonville. Next up, we've got the Trifeds, something, promo CD, sold for $4.50. We've got the Bill and Renee Morris cassette, sold for $6. We've got some Puma driving sneakers. If you see any of the Puma driving sneakers, grab them or look them up at least. Though there's a lot of them that are car branded also with Ferrari and BMW and what have you. And those always do well too if they're not overpriced in thrift store. And if you see them at the bins, obviously you grab them. But these sold for $21. And then we've got this Des Moines Buccaneers shirt, sold for $9. We got a Just a Disc Allman Brothers, sold for $6. And we got the Ben Hogan hat, golf hat, that sold for $9.50. And then we got the 101 Dalmatians piece, sold for $45. And then 2 more things here. USF ball cap sold for $10, and a coffee, but first coffee hat sold for $8. So that's it. So I gotta get this packed up if I got something to pack it in, since I haven't shipped anything that size in quite a while. So yeah, that's it for now. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend, and I appreciate everybody's love and support and stuff on Vern. If you want to see more Vern pictures, I post more on my Facebook than the community on here on YouTube thing. So you can follow me on my personal Facebook page, if you will, if you like. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.